What's up, IT people? I'm glad that you found us. Welcome to our YouTube video where we break down complex tech concepts, sharing coding hacks, and explore the ever evolving world of IT. Whether you're here to level up your skills or just starting your journey in tech, you're in the right place. I'm with Sophia Nicole Bernardo, and without further ado, let's get started. Today, we are going to discuss this Crud program. A Crud program is where we create, read, update, and delete codes. Here we are in our sample program, and we are going to break it into 10 parts. The 10 parts of the program highlights Crud operations. So bago tayo dumako sa mga components na i-highlight ang Crud, dumako muna tayo sa line 1 to 8. Kita naman natin na sa line na ito ay nag-import tayo ng mga iba't ibang libraries para sa project tulad ng Java SQL, Java Swing, Java Swing Table Default Table Model, Java Out, and Java.out.event.action listener. Ito ay para sa mga database connection, SQL queries, GUI components, para sa pag-manage ng data sa table, para sa layout at design, and para sa event tulad ng button clicks. So for line 11 to 25, this part is the declaration section of the class mainFrame fullScreen, which extends JFrame to create a graphical window for the app. Nakikita natin ang mga GUI components na labels, text fields, drop-downs, and etc. na mag-a-appear sa app's interface for the user interaction. While ito naman ay mga database components, and ito ay dinedeclare for connecting to the database, sending queries, and storing results.
Since we are going to break down the code, we are going to the very first part, which is mainFrame fullScreen. The mainFrame fullScreen is like the brain of the program that runs when the app starts. And it is set the title and make the window full screen. The layout manager organizes the content inside the window. It calls methods, connect, init components, load product number, and fetch. To set up the database, UI, and data, finally it shows the window using setVisibleTrue. Sunod ay connect. This method establishes a connection to my SQL database using the specified driver, database URL, username, and password. It assures the app can communicate with the Java Crud database to fetch, update, add, or delete records effectively. The class .forName loads my SQL driver so Java can talk to the database. The driver manager get connection open the connection using URL, username, and password. If something goes wrong, it prints the error X print stack trace. Private void init components. This method designs the user interface by creating and arranging labels, text fields, buttons, and a table. It also links buttons to a specific action using Action Listener, making the GUI interactive and ready for good operation on the database. It creates the labels, input boxes, and buttons. It arranges these components in panels and add them to the window. Tapos, buttons are linked to their respective methods using Action Listener like add record. Let's move on to the fourth part, the fetch. Fetch method retrieves all product data from the database using a query. It clears the table to remove old rows, then repopulates it with the updated records, ensuring the display data matches the database current states. This grabs all the data from the database and show it in the table. The query select from product table gets all rows from the product table. It clears the table model that set row count and adds the data using table model that add row. Private void load product number. This method gets all product IDs from the database using a query. It clears the drop-down menu, adds the IDs one by one, and ensures user can select an ID for operation like updating or deleting a record. This fills the product ID drop-down and the query select ID from product table gets all IDs from the database. It clears the drop-down text PID that remove all items and add each ID using text PID that add item.
So hi guys, I'm back and I'm going to discuss the rest of the program. For the sixth component of this Java program, here is add record. Add record. Ito, add record. So how does it works? So it adds a new product to the database after validating input fields for error like empty values or incorrect formats. Once added to the table and drop down are refreshed to show the new record, keeping everything up to date for users. So una, it checks if all fields are filled. So ito siya. Unang-una ito, chine-check niya kung lahat ba ng fields ay um, may laman. Tapos, if valid siya, mag-enter siya ng uh, data sa product table. Tapos, ayan. So, kung valid siya, mag-input siya ng data. Yung mga data na yan. Sa product table using pst.execute update. So, yeah, yung mga ginagamit nila yun. And then, i-refresh niya yung table at saka yung drop-down. So let's move on to our next part, which is the update record. The update record, or this method, updates the selected product in the database based on the provided details. It ensures that the input fields have the correct data and updates the database, refreshing the table to reflect the changes immediately. Kaya meron siyang fetch kasi nare-refresh niya yung mga data. So, this updates the selected product details. Unang-una, it gets the values from the input fields and drop-downs. Tapos, the query updates the row where the ID matches the selected ID. Tapos, i-refresh niya yung table after updating. So, for the 8th part, we have the delete record. How does this work? The delete record method removes a product from the database using the selected ID. After the record is deleted, it refreshes the table and drop-down menu, ensuring users see only the remaining products in the list. So, unang-una, kukunin niya yung selected product ID from the drop-down. Tapos, i-delete niya sa row na nagmamatch yung ID. Tapos, after niya ma-delete, i-refresh niya yung table at drop-down. So, para naman sa ating ikasyam na component, meron tayong search record. So, si search record, this method looks for a product in the database based on the selected ID. If found, it displays the details in the input fields. If it's not, it shows a no record found message, helping the users quickly locate specific items. So, alam naman natin kung paano nag-work ang isang search. So, kailangan ayan. So, magse-search tayo ng isang product based on its ID, and if it matches, may lilitaw naman na product. If wala, ito yung dito mag-end up yung message, which is the record found. Lastly, we have the main. The main method starts the program by creating an instance of main full screen. It triggers the constructor to set up the app, connect to the database, and load all components, ensuring the application is ready to use. And kapag nag-run na siya, ganito naman yung output na kalalabasan niya. And since hindi ko siya mararun, dahil wala pa akong SAM, ito yung itsura ng ating product. So, meron tayong product ID, product name, price, quantity. Meron tayong different buttons, which are the search, add, update, and delete. And that's all for today's video. See you soon. Bye!